Hi, I'm going to talk about Nicolas Machiavelli. He was born on May 3rd in 1469 in Florence, Italy. Machiavelli was an Italian diplomatic, politic, and writer. But what made him a man of Renaissance? Through his pragmatic political theories, revival of classical republicanism, and empirical approach to statecraft, Machiavelli exemplified the core principles of Renaissance humanism while establishing the foundations of modern political science. Machiavelli, in The Prince, wrote in 1513, analyzed power in strictly human terms. His famous dictum that it is better to be feared than loved in chapter 17 rejected the moralizing approach of medieval thinkers, instead proposing a realistic assessment of human nature and political behavior. This perspective aligned perfectly with the humanist movement, focused in his deep engagements with classical antiquity, particularly Roman history and political thought. His discourses on Livy, wrote in 1531, demonstrate the Renaissance passion for reviving ancient knowledge, as he drew practical lessons from Rome's republican past to address contemporary Florentine politics. Machiavelli's celebration of republican government reflected the humanist ideal of the active citizen participating in public life. His analysis of Roman institutions were an attempt to adapt classical to modern circumstances, a typically Renaissance synthesis of ancient and contemporary thought. Machiavelli approached his diplomacy with an empirical, almost scientific mindset. He based his theories on close examination of historical examples and his own diplomatic experiences. This inductive method, mirroring the scientific revolution beginning in the Renaissance, allowed Machiavelli to develop general rules of political behavior from specific cases. His famous portrait of Caesar Borgia in The Prince demonstrates this empirical approach, using Borgia's career as raw material for broader conclusions about effective leadership. Focusing exclusively on how power actually worked rather than how it should work in an ideal world, he created the first truly modern political theory. His willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about human nature and political behavior exemplifies the Renaissance spirit of intellectual courage and free inquiry. So, Machiavelli was a revolutionary thinker who applied humanist principles to the study of politics, helping to usher in our modern understanding of diplomacy.